Hello, everybody. C. Ray Brower back here. We'll have Linda Welk back. We had to jump to a new studio. There was something wrong with our audio. Not sure exactly what was going on, but she should be back here just momentarily. And we can continue that conversation. Here she is now. And we've been back on. I told everybody we was
I
having a
can
little.
hear.
You still can't hear me? Wow. Because on the recording,
Wait.
I could hear it all the way through. That is so weird.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. So what I was saying before I so rudely interrupted myself by not being able to be heard was you were talking about the recipe for the proven wealth building strategies and a foundation. And I got to thinking, you said cookie cutter, and that made me think, well, really and truly, it is a foundation that you build to make cookies, and every one of them is different. It's a different recipe. It's a different recipe for oatmeal raisin than it is from snickerdoodles, which of course is one of my favorites. And I've been told I'm the best snickerdoodle baker in the world. But we'll let you get back to the importance of that financial planning for the future.
Okay. Well, what's true about that is the cookie cutter, and I meant by that was just that there's a base, just like you said, there's the flour, there's the sugar, and there's other stuff. It's the base, and every family is different and individual is different. So that's why it's too broad of a topic to hone in on strategies, because there's so many depending on where you're at financially, what you want, what you need to have in place. So again, talk with your financial person and or myself if you don't have one, and just find out where you are and where you want to be. And because without that bullseye, you cannot hit it, right? You need that target to be able to know what you need. And that kind of goes into the next topic that we're going to cover, which is the importance of financial planning. The importance is what most people find now, and I'm talking with older individuals. Younger people will not understand this because they're in the young world, the young mind. But as we get older, we realize what we not have in place that we should or should have been in place a long time ago. What we're finding is people are outliving their money, or they're afraid they're going to be outliving. They get into their 50s, even late 40s. If they have nothing in place right now, that's still not too late. It's never too late. We'll say that right now, because there's always things out there for in the strategy world to make things happen for anyone in any circumstance that we're able to handle any situation. It's very rare, because we have such a large platform of all of our providers, that it is rare we cannot help someone. So there's always a way out, but the best possible thing is to know, again, back to step one is, the strategies in place, but building the knowledge based on what you have and what you want. It's about the need and the want. Need first, of course, cover those needs, but then want. So people are afraid of outliving their money, and it's happening. And so security is not going to be around forever. We say that all the time now. So what is in place for them for retirement? For another item I have on here is a big concern is long-term care. As we get older, what's in place if you happen to get sick and you cannot work for a period of time? Well, there's options. There's long-term care coverage. Sometimes it's attached to a life policy at a minimal cost, which is amazing. Sometimes it can't be if you already have it, and you just structure things differently. So long-term care is another issue that people cannot afford when they get ill later in life. And it's more so than not that individuals in their older years will be having that to face, some long-term care challenges. So that's a big deal. And another one is, I know a lot of people are still going to college. A lot of young kids are still going to college funding. And we know the debt that, students, if they're sufficient to a point, they're financially indebted to the government for all the loans. for a long time.
Right.
So it's one of those things that we've been working a lot with. This an interesting little side note. We've been working a lot with grandparents with their grandchildren, and we help them facilitate a plan for their grandchildren that they control, grandparents control, but it grows through the child's life. So when it comes time for college, they pull a chunk out for college. When it comes time for a wedding, maybe in their late 20s, let's give them some time to get to know each other, pull a chunk out for the wedding. So it's things like that. It's the importance of financial planning. It's to be able to have those things in place so you can accommodate it and not throw your hands up saying, how am I going to do this? Which is all the
time. Take it on a credit card.
It's common. I mean, it is not a rare thing that people really do not have those resources. Unfortunately, our advice, our helping others doesn't cost anything. So it does not hurt to talk to someone and just get an idea of what you have, what you want to do, where you want to go. So those are the big things about the importance of financial planning is just that. If you want to have a financial future that you can do things, you have to plan for it. And it starts today. It starts this day that you get on board with it, no matter. I have my son. He's 18. He's 18. Oh my God. I got him a setup when he was 18 because I didn't know any of this, even though I'm in the financial world, that I know now. So he's set. I'm not worrying about him at all. He's good. Got him at an early age. Yeah. It's just, you gotta know it's there. You gotta know it's there. Any thoughts on that? On the
the having a plan is absolutely essential no matter what we do in life.
Right.
A financial plan, buying a house, you got to have a plan to go shopping in Modesto from here. You got to know which way you're going to go to get to the store. It's a plan. It's a plan. We don't think about it as a plan, but it's a plan. We make a decision what we're going to do, and then we find the steps so that we can get there. And that's what financial planning is you're here today and you want to be there tomorrow.
Exactly.
How do you get there? You got to have a map. Yep.
And that does pertain to every single thing in our world, in our life. And because it's such a topic that people do not like to bring up because either it's the lack of or a lack of money or it's a lack of knowledge, it just gets buried. It's swept under the rug. It's just not thought about until an emergency happens. So it's nothing to be afraid of. It's knowledge and knowing and hoping everything up and having it in the light is the best possible place it can be. It's really uplifting and freeing, just to know where you're at.
Right.
So,
very good.
Yeah, I agree. Planning is everything. The next item on our list of key points, avoiding financial pitfalls. Okay. Well, first thing in my mind, other than the obvious, as on the first two steps above, we've already talked about avoiding financial pitfalls is seeing what you have, what you want to do, and where you want to go and get a plan. That's no matter what, that's the number one thing to avoid financial pitfalls, to have a place, to have something in place. But what I've noted here are the obvious. I mean, you have to know what your expenses are, what your income is. You have to know what your assets are, what your liabilities are. And this is education driven. A lot of people, again, they just need to have some education on how to do it, what to look for, how to make things happen, which is what we do. We offer the education. And on the internet, as we all know, there's, oh my gosh, so much information out there on Bitcoin, on all these other types of financial buckets per se that our couch announcers talk about on the internet. You can find anything you want on the internet.
You can find anything you want on the internet.
Yes.
And speaking of financial pitfalls.
Yes.
So as a realtor, we have our name out there in the public in lots and lots and lots of places.
Yes.
And in the last month, speaking of financial pitfalls that could happen to you on the internet, this all really ties in. I've had 3 people that came to me wanting to move from LA, One's in San Francisco that wanted to start buying investment properties. Zhang Yinpen, John Healy, and Winston Masasuki all found me either on the corporate website or realtor.com and reached out to buy a big home. And when I say a big home, I'm talking anywhere from $850 to $2 million, which is a very nice payday for me.
Yes, it is.
Every one of them started off wanting to know more about houses, and every one of them was a crypto trader.
Yeah.
And so far, 2 out of 3 have gave me a phony address that I needed to plug into my Bitcoin account so that they could show me how to make money.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, me being the savvy tech guy I am and do understand a lot about a lot of things, a little bit about a lot of things, and sometimes enough to be dangerous, but most of the time to really get through. I played 2 of them for a long time. The third one, the third one came to me, the one that wanted to invest in Airbnbs. Oh. Okay, great. I mean, that's a great concept. We'll work with that. Let's work on that. He was a senior financial analyst from BlackRock, big investment corporation here in this country. They invest in lots and lots of things, but they're actually one of the things they do is go in and buy subdivisions.
Oh. And
entire subdivisions and lease them out. And they lease them for like 5 years, and then they sell them off.
Wow.
Got somebody leasing a house and making a bunch of money, and they've got a good return on investment, and now they've got a great cap rate that they can turn around and sell each of these individual houses and make a boatload of money. Well, this guy was a senior financial analyst, so it's from BlackRock. He had left them to become a crypto trader and had his own business in San Francisco, and he wants to start doing Airbnbs. Great.
That sounds like a winner right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a winner. I like that. Great. So exactly what do you want? Well, I'm a novice in real estate, so I need your advice. Okay, great. I started asking all the questions. I'm a question guy. I got to understand where we're going. Like you said, the map. We got to have a plan. We got to have a business plan so that I can get you what you want. And he constantly kept saying, I don't need a business plan. I just want an investment that I'm going to buy these cash, and I just want a place to go when I'm going on vacation. I'm thinking, you live in San Francisco, you're going to vacation in Lodi?
Hey, it's wine. It's wine, okay?
It's wine country. It's wine country, right? Set him up with his whole, so he can search for houses. Well, the houses he sent me are from Lodi. They're from Tracy.
Oh my gosh. And
I go, okay, I can look. He hasn't been on my website. He just pulled up some houses in Tracy. Okay. Yeah. Now I know he's just tried to scam me, right?
Oh my gosh.
And we kept going through, and finally he goes, well, why don't you give me a financial plan? Why don't you set up my business plan? How much are you going to charge me for my business plan? I said, well, my time is worth $350 an hour.
Right.
If you want me to set up a business plan, I think it's going to take me probably an hour and a half to put you up a nice business plan. Yeah. He's okay, we'll do that. And I said, great. He says, I'll pay you when I see you. I said, better idea. How about going to Venmo and paying me ahead of time, and then I'll set up your business plan? No! All 3 of them are now gone.
But it's horrible. That's so obvious when it got to that end point. But what's sad is they're believable, massive actors and actresses out there.
Oh yeah, completely believable. You need to And it's a credible website. It's Storm
Right.
Gain, and Storm Gain is a credible website to
Right.
trade your crypto wallets, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Okay,
Wow.
Storm Gain. I got a Storm Gain account. Well, you need to screenshot your wallet so I can walk you through the right steps. Well, I don't really need to screenshot my wallet. I'm a accomplished
Oh my
trader.
God.
I understand. I'm not as big as you. I don't have a $5 million account. I dabble in it. So, just tell me what I need to do. Well, okay, here, go ahead, and they send me a link. Here, take this link and put it in your wallet.
Oh, no links.
Oh, really? So it's
Oh
Storm Gain, res.com is Storm Gain's URL. And they send me a link that is Storn, O-R-N.
See? Do they think we're stupid? Oh, gosh.
And say, go ahead and plug that in. Well, I don't need to. I've already got my wallet attached to Storm Gain. Let's just talk about what it is that we need to do. No. I have to show you. And there's Sue says, well, why are they doing that? And I said, because there are people out there that will plug that in and lose their 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 worth of Bitcoin. Right. And after it's traded on you plugged it in, it's your wallet. You put your code in so that you could trade it. Right. It's gone. It's all gone. You're not going to go back and get it because you gave it to them, and it's awful, right. But that's a pitfall.
It is awful.
That's a pitfall.
A big pitfall. That's how common is that though? And that's what's sad is because the internet is viable. I mean, we do everything on the internet. We search for everything. But when it comes to these important money things, is the internet necessarily, unless it's a reputable company you're going to look at. I mean, and it's not like you're not getting solicited and going some other back door. If you're going to a location it's legit, it's just horrific.
I'm sure you get them. I'm sure you get them the same way I get them. You get the text message from Bank of America. You get the text message from Wells Fargo. You get the text message from Netflix. You get the text message from wherever. Your account is frozen.
Right.
Click this link so we can fix it. Yeah, Amazon. I get them from Amazon too. Yeah, your shipment has been delayed. Click this address.
Right. I don't know how many times I've had that one.
Wow, my shipment's been delayed. Click this so that you can fix it. But the URL is bkwgfp779.com.
Right. I don't understand.
Oh, there's my
that don't understand it and fall for it. Unfortunately, but I think people are becoming more privy. Yeah.
And my next door neighbor, she fell for somebody that needed help, and I'm not sure how she got tied up with them, but she literally pulled money out of the bank and drove to give it to this guy.
She believed him. Yeah. She believed him. Yeah.
The heart.
Right. Those are the heart. Yeah. That's sad.
So anyway, we kind of got off on a little tangent there for a minute, but those are pitfalls. They're
pitfalls. And that's important, really important. And that was on there that, the internet. And just people need to know more than just how to get by. They need to know how to go forward. So it's that education again. It's a pitfall when you don't have it. I know our time's ticking away, right? Are we okay?
We're fine. I'm not sure how much we did on the first one. I'm sure that we're
okay. We'll wrap
getting close to our 30 minutes, but we're a little past 30 minutes, but we had that break where we had to get back on, so we're good.
Okay, good. Yeah, and that's an important thing, so we're good. The last one was the impact of economic trends within your financial plan. And this is where we would just, again, it's individual. It's really personal. Are they aggressive? Are they, young enough to be aggressive with certain things? There's certain strategies we would work on with a person who's looking to be a little more aggressive and balance that out with something that's, more mainstream and safer. We have things there's guarantees. There's no loss involved, and that usually happens with older individuals that need to really protect what they have. No loss, but you still have a good return. Right. So it's just, again, it's knowledge. It goes back to the whole financial wellness, which brings me back to what I was going to offer. And because this is Financial Literacy Month, this is a big month and we're at the end of it. What our company has done, one of our executives produced 4 1-hour video tutorials on education. It's not about our company. It has nothing to do with about our company, what we do, and how we help people. This is 4 1-hour classes that, and I was going to show the screen share, but I'm just going to tell what they are so we won't have to deal with sharing the screen and such. They are right here. The first class is how to increase cash flow and watch debt management. Class number 2 is building a strong financial foundation and proper protection. Class number 3 is building wealth and asset accumulation. And class number 4 is retirement and wealth preservation. They're each, again, an hour long, and they're amazing. And it's one of our executives that has produced these. They did them a couple of years ago, but they're even more relevant now. And there's, again, nothing about our company. This is strictly educational pieces that walk people through what happens, how to do things, how to manage things, where to go, what they look for, and stuff like that. So anyone that would like to have that, I'm happy to share it. It's a link it's a link tree. And I would send it to whomever wants it. And I think I even gave you the link. It can be shared, but because it's Financial Literacy Month, and I know we're at the end of it, it needs to be shared before May 1st, because this set of classes is revamped every couple of years, and it's only offered for the Financial Literacy Month in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be housed on my website for
it's
people
not
to see.
Something that we can keep and replay. It's something that's available for this month only, and then they take it down. They want to do another one as trends change and everything else. So yeah,
sure.
I'm happy to share
that makes
it.
Sense.
And and it's really amazing. I'm going to tell you what, I know it's 4 hours total, but there's nothing you can, it's free. There's nothing attached to it. It's amazing. Happy to share it.
Right on. So everybody, Linda is going to share that on as many platforms as she can find us on. And she'll put it in the comment section. It'll be below all of the videos. You can do that. You can do that. When we finish this will post. You've offered it, just in the comments, go down and just comment on the video itself. Awesome. And so everybody, you all go out and be the sunshine in somebody's rainy day. I hope that Linda has brought you a lot of value today and gave you some things to think about. Like she said, find a financial planner. If she resonates with you, definitely give her a call. All of her information has been scrolling below. Linda, as always, I really appreciate you stopping in every month. I do appreciate you always. We've been friends for a really long time and just love you to death. And thank you so much. Again, everybody, be the sunshine in somebody's rainy day, and never forget to see Ray to find your perfect home. We'll talk to you real soon. Thanks.